Welcome to Sociology Vibes, where we simplify challenging ideas into easy to understand insights. Today, our focus is on the sociological explanation of the 4 different types of crowds to help us understand collective behavior. Collective behavior can involve people behaving together in response to a situation originating as spontaneous, unplanned, or planned. Collective behavior can be peaceful, dangerous, or even unconventional, and includes crowd behavior, behavior of the masses, and the public. Collective behavior can be localized or dispersed. Localized collectives occur when people act in physical close proximity to each other, and examples include crowds, riots, and mobs. Dispersed collectives include people dispersed over a wide geographic area, and examples include rumors, gossip, public opinions, propaganda, fads, fashion, panic, mass hysteria, and even disasters. Today, we're going to look at crowds, which are localized collectives and include people in physical close proximity to one another. American sociologist Herbert Blumer classified 4 different types of crowds, which he based on his observations of each type of crowd's purpose, behaviors, and emotions. Let's explore Blumer how he described the 4 types of crowds. Casual crowd. Casual crowd involves people in public spontaneously clustering together and temporarily sharing the same focus. Examples include stopping to watch a street performer or a car accident, signing a petition at a booth or registering to vote, or clustering to hear a demonstration at an art exhibit, a street fair, or a car show. A casual crowd differs from an aggregate. An aggregate is people gathering in the same place at the same time, such as waiting in line for a bus, grocery store, or at the bank, working at a gym, studying in a library, or walking in a shopping mall. These examples include people sharing a space at the same time, but they are not interacting or sharing a common focus together and mainly doing their own thing. This differs from people cheering for a street performer in unison, as we would expect from a casual crowd's collective behavior. Conventional crowd. Conventional crowd gathers for a structured or planned event. Examples include a graduation or wedding ceremony, concert, movie theater, parade, or church service. People gather for an organized event and behave in predictable and an expected manner required of the planned event. Their emotional intensity is aligned with the purpose and expectation of the planned gathering. Expressive crowd. An expressive crowd is characterized by a specific purpose of expressing and sharing emotions, such as joy, grief, and celebration. Expressive crowds can be both planned and spontaneous. The difference between expressive and conventional crowds is that expressive crowds form primarily to share emotions, whereas conventional crowds gather mainly to attend a planned event where emotional expression follows social norms. Examples include fans celebrating a championship, a New Year's Eve countdown, gathering for a vigil or public memorial, political rally or election night gathering, laughing at a comedy show, performing in a flash mob. The goal of an expressive crowd isn't just to witness, observe, or participate. It is to feel something together with people. In expressive crowds, people may be naturally moved by the crowd's emotions and act in ways that they would not normally do on their own, because the energy of an expressive crowd is contagious. Acting crowd. An acting crowd has a specific goal in mind that involves taking collective action that people have strong emotions about. However, the purpose here is on taking action rather than only the expression of emotion. An acting crowd can be intense and can even become aggressive. Examples include protesters, looting in a riot, civil unrest, confrontation, putting out a fire, and search parties. Acting crowds are about taking coordinated or spontaneous action toward a shared goal that can be driven by anger, frustration, or urgency. Actions may feel sudden or extreme. However, participants in action crowds believe that their collective behavior is necessary. Acting crowds can disrupt social order, challenge authority, or even lead to social change. Understanding and being able to distinguish between Bloom's Grout typology reminds us that collective behavior involves a shared reality and influences us more than we realize. We are swayed to behave by the dynamics of crowds in ways that we might not do so as individuals. This allows us to think critically about real-life events. For example, we might blame individuals for acting irresponsibly when they break windows or start fires during riots, or rush authorities such as police officers. We might be surprised at how people freely express emotions at parties, raves, or clubs, dancing and singing, or the ability to act spontaneously in unison with strangers, clapping and cheering in serendipitous acts of seeing a public marriage proposal. These behaviors are not random. They are patterned interactions and show how people affect each other's actions and emotions in collective settings. And that makes sociology worth exploring further, don't you think? Thank you for watching. Be sure to comment below with your thoughts, questions, or any topics you'd like us to explore next. Let's keep the conversation going and our community growing. See you in the next Sociology Vibes video.